Now, we created our people. We looked at how they might interact with the built environment. We've looked at what we think council can do, or what we would like them to do. And the next stage is, what can you do? Let's narrow this right down. What can you do to make Singleton a more livable community for older people? Okay? What's one thing you can do in your job tomorrow? Now, whether it's a volunteer job, whether it's a council job, whether it's a job with a community service, whether you don't think you have a job at all, doesn't matter. What's one thing that you think you can do almost immediately? Say when you go back to your desk tomorrow. So, on that worksheet there, you've got a space where you can write down some thoughts and ideas about what you might be able to do. But at the bottom is the action statement. I'd like you to complete that action statement by saying, the one thing I can do is, doesn't have to be huge, but it can be. Okay, so who wants to go first with their one thing I can do? Okay, we haven't started over here, Rob. Okay, one thing you can do?
Well, I can probably talk to older people before I actually plan something. Might be a really good idea, I think.
I said that I could add information to our consumer and volunteer newsletters, what's available through or at the Singleton Council, encourage them to visit their websites, etc. for further information, and also distribute through our meal deliveries and other services we provide the Singleton District Guide to promote the Singleton Council.
Collecting good news stories about volunteers within our organisations. Often they're the people that go unnoticed, so trying to focus a bit on collecting some of that information and also becoming more aware of what organisation in Singleton need volunteers and promoting that through our centres to course participants and what have you, that those opportunities are out there. So lifting the profile of volunteering.
Look, there's a couple of things, some of my thoughts. You know, I'm in a position of reasonable influence still, and I need to engage with a wider range of elderly people and to inform them of the facilities and activities that are available in the town. And I'd like to support Council's strategy with the CBD to improve linkages to parks, etc., and develop focal points for engagement, which you spoke about. And what I can do personally is basically talk to staff who make those decisions.
Yep.
I'll just inform the people that I'm in connection with of the facilities available to them if only they will take advantage of them. I'd like to see a meeting place established, CBD, next to banks and post office, where people can pick up local information and a free newsletter.
Yep. Excellent work, Becky. Yes, you hit on a point there. Is there's all these things already available if only people either knew about them.
That's right.
Or had the inclination to use them.
That's the inclination.
I'm going to make sure that ageing is a consideration in a development that we're looking to do very shortly to do with housing. We're in the process of putting together a brief to do a sample development, for want of a better word, about the sorts of housing that we would like to form the future of Singleton. And we've talked about lots of different things, people in different stages of their lives, but on the basis of some of the conversations today, I think there are potentially some additional things we could do that would mean that they're not houses that are set up for old people, but they're houses that are appropriate, that as people age, they will remain usable.
I'm going to spend a little bit more time with my service users, finding out about their skills, their old skills and their knowledge, and how that can be used in the community. How can they share that?
Mine's probably quite a simple idea, but all I'm going to do is every conversation that I have tomorrow, I'm going to work this workshop into it. Oh, do you know what I did yesterday? And start talking about it. And you know, I do talk to working at council. There's a few people there that I think probably would have benefited from being here, so I'm going to seek them out tomorrow and give them a bit of a an earful of what you've done.
Now pay attention, because I'm going to ask you a question when I say mine. I'm going to work to have a community garden and verge gardens in Singleton so all can enjoy. Guess what I want to do?
One thing I can do is encourage people in the community to volunteer at the nursing homes in our area. Also, be aware of my surroundings and see if it is safe for elderly people. If it isn't, I'll let council know and remind them about their duty of care. Encourage older people to use the community centre and the senior sits building, because there's a lot of stuff there for them. And I'm going to tell people that Red Cross has a program called Telecross, where somebody rings them every morning to see if they're okay.
So it just leaves me to thank everyone for the amount of effort that you've put in today. First of all, giving your time and giving your knowledge and giving your enthusiasm for the task. It's very much appreciated, and I'm sure that once I send all this information back to council, they will very much appreciate that too. It's been my pleasure to work with everyone here today, and I'd like to just say thank you very much, and leave you with your thoughts, and keep on thinking about older people as you go through your everyday work in the future. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you.